More Americans than ever participated in gambling-related entertainment over the past 12 months. 134 million American adults, or 53% of the population, visited a casino. And 90% believe that casinos offer good value for the money compared to other entertainment options. And that's with 96% of the gamblers losing money over the last 12 months. Yep, only 4% come out even or ahead. And gambling's not just slot machines at casinos, but state lottery tickets and scratch-offs, sports betting, pools and fantasy leagues, gambling apps like FanDuel, DraftKings, and MGM Entertainment, all of those, skill games like poker, golf, and mahjong that are played for money. Even bet on anything platforms like Kalshi and Polymarket. You know, recently you could bet on the regime changes that have been going on in the world. And if you're playing for fun, social engagement, or a dream of what I would do with $1 million, that may be safe. But if you're gambling as an investment, if it's affecting your performance at work or school, if you're risking essential resources or hoping to win to pay for essential things like food, housing, insurance, then it's a problem. And gambling's not just you, it impacts families. Gambling has a high incidence of co-occurring mental illnesses and other substance abuse problems. In fact, gambling has a higher suicide rate among people suffering from it than any other type of substance use disorder. And like all addictions, gambling disorder is not simply bad behavior and poor choices. It's a biopsychosocial disease that's marked by genetic predisposition, co-occurring mental health illness, and risks that are built into your social environment. But unlike substance addictions, gambling disorder has no obvious physiological signs. Your eyes are not bloodshot. You don't smell of gambling. You're not vomiting. Gambling is the only addiction where the person with a gambling disorder actually believes that using more is a solution to recover. No opioid user thinks, oh, if I take more, it'll help me quit. Chasing losses, thinking the next win is all you need to pay off your debt, are two of the criteria that indicate clinically severe gambling disorder. In fact, addiction is addiction. Neurologically, the brain scan of somebody with a gambling disorder is indistinguishable from the brain scans of somebody that has alcohol use disorder or cocaine use disorder or is using heroin. So, if you're preoccupied with gambling and not present with your family and friends because you're constantly planning or tracking your gambling bets, if you're trying to control, cut back, or stop gambling without success, if you're lying to family members or others to hide how much you're gambling or how often you're gambling, if you have to ask people to bail you out of financial trouble because you've gambled away essentially needed monies, then it's time to look into getting help, or just an evaluation. To get help in New Jersey, you could call 800-GAMBLER or go online to 800gambler.org, or call us. Here at NewBridge Services, we're a state-designated expert in helping people with gambling disorder as part of our overall mission to be a trusted partner, strengthening the lives of individuals and families.